Hello my fellow book nerds. In this video I am doing an about me video where I pretty much talk about myself, answer questions that probably might be going on in your mind about me and this channel. So I'm gonna jump right into some of these questions and so you guys could get to know me, because all I talk about in this channel is books, which is great because I love talking about books, but I think you guys should know a little bit more about me. So let's jump right into it. But before we do, please like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell down below. And please watch this video till the end so you get to know all about me. But it does really help my channel when you do that. So thank you so much for watching, and let's jump right into the questions. So first off is, well, my name is Crystal Arriaga. I live in New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico. It is in the United States. I always get told, every time someone asks me, where are you from? I say, New Mexico. And they are like, oh, you're from Mexico? I'm like, no, I'm an American citizen. I was born in New Mexico, which is one of the states in the country. I know. I'm sorry if you actually know that New Mexico is a state in the country, but some people really don't. So, whatever. I am from New Mexico. Okay, and I love books. I started reading books when I was like 11, 12, and my mom, I actually hated books. I hated books until that age, and my mom is a school teacher, and she brought books from the school library, and she's like, here, you need to read more, and she gave me like the stack of books. And this story has been probably switched up a little bit, but what I remember is I grabbed, well, I didn't really want to read, but I looked through them, and one of them was called Lawn Boy, and it was this book, and it had this little boy sitting on a lawnmower, and it was all looking very mechanical, and I was like, okay, it's the shortest one, I'll read it, and I fell in love with it. I read that book in that day, I'm pretty sure. I finished it that day or the next day, and from that point on, I was in love with books. The next series I read, or the next book I read, was Percy Jackson, and it was just like downhill from there. I fell in love with books from that moment on. So yeah, that is pretty much how I started loving books. Now, how this channel came along, that is a long story, so I'm going to keep it quite short. I wanted to start a social media marketing business, but then I realized that I slightly did not like social media marketing that much. I like the idea of telling stories, but I wanted to tell my own stories, not other people's stories. And that is fine. I'm glad that I realized that before I really started getting into the nitty-gritty of business. So I was like, well, my business was going to be called About the Story. And I thought about it, and I was like, well, I could kind of flip that and make like my channel, make a YouTube channel about it, and pretty much try to build a brand from About the Story. And that is why this was born, and so far this is how far I've gone. Not that far at all, but I am going to keep going, and we're going to grow. So yeah, that's how About the Story started. And it's just little old me, talking about books, all about books, because I love books. I have my website, which is aboutthestorymedia.com. If you want to check it out, click the link in the description below. So yeah, that is what About the Story is about. Just me writing stories, me talking about books, and every book nerdy thing you could think about. That's all I am about this. Okay, so a little bit more. Let's see. My favorite book. Okay, you can't answer that question completely because there's so many books, and honestly, we're probably like Voldemort, that we, a little part of us is in each book that we read. So I'm gonna go with a few series that I love. Probably the main one, if I had to, like, forcefully had to choose a series that I love, or the one I love the most, it would have to be Lord of the Rings, or The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, all four of them, because I just love those books so much. Bilbo literally is like my spirit animal. I love him, Frodo, Sam, I love all of them. And I just loved the story so much. Obviously love Harry Potter. I think it's such Harry Potter. I loved it. The funny thing is that I didn't start reading Harry Potter until I was about 19, I'm pretty sure I was like 19 or 20 when I read Harry Potter, so that's kind of shocking. And I'm Slytherin, by the way. You'd think I'd be a little more Hufflepuffy or Hufflepuff, sorry. Or I honestly thought Ravenclaw, but nope, apparently I am Slytherin. I'm okay with that. I gotta love Slytherin, and green is just my color. Though I love blue, obviously. Oh yeah, so that's my favorite series, would be Lord of the Rings, and also Harry Potter, and The Hunger Games, and there's The Darkest Minds that I thought was pretty good. All of the Percy Jackson and the Lost Heroes, I think, no, the Heroes of Olympus. Sherlock Holmes, Pride and Prejudice, oh my goodness, the list goes on and on and on. I love all those books. I love them. I just love it. My favorite genre is probably fantasy. I love fantasy, and mix in there with YA and also children's books, which those can like literally be mixed in together, and sci-fi. Though sci-fi, I prefer fantasy over sci-fi. Yeah. I'm not actually, the genre that I like the least is horror. I haven't read a horror story. I know I should definitely read Stephen King, but I'm not a big fan of horror. Like even like movies, I do not like horror movies. I don't. Ever since I watched Paranormal Activity, I know it's like the silliest horror movie ever, but I was like 12 when I watched it, so give myself some grace there. And yeah, so definitely do not like horror, but I will probably force myself to read horror to become a better writer. Yeah. Current read, I just finished what was the book called? This one. This one. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I had just finished this one, and I'm currently rereading the Harry Potter series, and I'm on the third one. So the Prisoner of Azkaban, that's what I'm on. Plus I'm also reading this one, Master. I wanted the bigger one, and I ordered it off Amazon, and I didn't realize I chose the concise version. So I don't know if I'm just gonna read this and maybe order the big one. I don't know yet. But the big one's a lot more expensive. This one was only $9. The other one was like 27. So you see my reason why I was like, oh, it's so much cheaper. I lied to myself. Okay, so yeah, those are my current reads at the moment. I myself am going to school. Also, more facts about myself. I'm currently a student at Thomas Edison. I am getting my English degree. I'm also, what else? I'm a tutor. I pretty much tutor full-time, especially during COVID. A lot of people want tutors, so literally business is booming, and I could be making a lot more money, but apparently I need time to do schoolwork. Who knew? But yeah, and I'm also growing my personal channel, which is called Cristal Arriaga, and I'll link that down below as well if you want to check that one out. And that one's all about minimalism and making life simple. So I have my book nerdy channel and my minimalist simple vlog channel. Love that. So yeah, that's about it. I don't know what else you might want to know about me. Yeah, those are all the questions I wrote down, because I think these are like the basic questions people would want to know about me. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm covering the coffee. I love coffee. It's amazing. I love Starbucks. My drink from Starbucks right now is either the pumpkin spice latte. Yes, I love it. And the white chocolate mocha. But I tried, when I wasn't feeling like coffee, I tried a green tea lemonade, and it had something else in it, I don't remember. And that one was pretty good too. But yes, I adore coffee. Okay, so I think that is all I can think about and talk about myself. I'm not good at talking about myself. I'm good about talking about like actual topics. But whatever. So thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe so you can get more book-filled content and be notified whenever I actually post a video, which is usually now every Fridays. I used to do Thursdays, but I'm doing Fridays. And on aboutthestorymedia.com, I post every Wednesday, and if I don't do Wednesday, I do Thursday. It's been tricky because school is kind of like overwhelming, and so is tutoring. So trying to juggle all this stuff has been fun. So okay, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys.